Continue reading the Holy Gospel according to St. John with explanation by Blessed Theophylact. Chapter 4, verses 35 through 38. Continue reading explanation. When all that is chaff, flashy, and fuel for the fire has been removed, they are stored up as pure ears of the wheat in the granaries of heaven, becoming celestial fare for God who delights in their salvation. Paul dislikes ripped souls, cutting them away from attachment to earthly things, in teaching that our citizenship is in heaven. Some have taken the words "look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest" as an elegant metaphor of old men, in reference to their white beards and to the harvest of death. Chapter 4, verses 39 through 42. As many of the Samaritans of that city believed in him for the saying of the woman, who testified, "He told me all that I ever did." So when the Samaritans were come unto him, they besought him that he would tarry with them. And he abode there 2 days. And many more believed because of his own words, and said unto the woman, "Now we believe, not because of thy saying, for we have heard him ourselves, and know that this is indeed the Christ, the Savior of the world." Explanation. The Samaritans believed because of the woman's words, wisely determining that she would not have exposed the secrets of her life in order to please another, unless the men whom she proclaimed were truly great and extraordinary. Therefore, showing their faith by their works, they begged him to remain with them always. For the word tarry means to make one's home among them. But he was not persuaded to do so, and stayed there only 2 days, during which time many more believed, because of his teaching. The evangelist does not need to tell us the particular words of Christ's marvelous teaching. Merely stating the end result allows us to sense their divine power. Often the evangelists omit many of his great deeds and words, because their purpose in writing is not to make a grandiose display of his life, but simply to declare the truth. By his mere presence among the Samaritans, the Lord is also teaching something profound. Without any sign or miracle, the Samaritans believed and begged him to live with them. But after receiving 10,000 signs and miracles, the Jews drove him away. For those in his house shall be all a man's enemies. See how quickly the multitude outdid the woman who taught them. They do not call him prophet or savior of Israel, but the Savior of the world, using the definite article to indicate this is the Savior, the only real Savior of all mankind. Many have come to save lawgivers, prophets, and angels, but he is the true Savior. Chapter 4, verses 43 through 45. Now after 2 days he departed thence, and went into Galilee. For Jesus himself testified that the prophet hath no honor in his own country. Then when he was come into Galilee, the Galileans received him, having seen all the things that he did at Jerusalem in the feast. For they also went into the feast. Explanation. The Lord departed from Samaria and went into Galilee, anticipating that some who knew he was from Galilee, as it seemed, might question why he did not stay in Galilee, but only came there from time to time. The Lord explains that he did not remain in that country because its people showed him no honor. For Jesus himself testified that the prophet had no honor in his own country. It is human nature to disregard what is usual and familiar. And to pay attention to the strange and extraordinary. It may happen that someone is esteemed by his own people. This is rare, however, and even when such a man is honored among his own, he is so much more highly regarded elsewhere, that by compassion the honor he receives at home is dishonor. Glory to the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.